Suppose for example, first let us have a very clear understanding. Suppose for example, I have 2 power 3, or let me make it as like this. I have 2 and 2. The bases are same, right? I have 2 and 2. I will keep my bases as same. I will put the power as 3 here. I will put the power as 4 here. If the bases are same and the powers are different, I will ignore the bases. I will ignore the bases and I will concentrate only on the powers. I will ignore the bases and I will concentrate only on the powers. That means whenever I have the bases same, I will ignore the bases. I will concentrate on power and check which value is greater in the power. I believe that you also know this concept already. That means forget about the base. Power is 3 here, power is 4 here. Whichever the power is largest, that value will be the largest. So that means 2 power 4 is greater than 2 power 3, right? 2 power 4 is greater than 2 power 3. That is what I can say. Similarly, suppose if the powers are same, right? If the powers are same and if the bases are different, if the bases are 4 and 2 for example, and the powers are same, whenever the powers are same, ignore the power, concentrate on the base. That means base is 4 here, base is 2 in this case. Whichever the base is greater, that should be the greatest value. That means in simple language can I say that either I can make my power as the same or I can make my base as the same. Either make the power same or make the base same. If the power is same, right? If the power is same, ignore the power and concentrate on base. If the base is same, ignore the base and concentrate on power. As simple as it can be, right? That is the very simple understanding what any student can have it before moving on to solving problems. That means now we can solve questions wherein multiple questions were asked in our examination. How you can actually find which value is the greatest, right? How you can actually find which value is the greatest, or how you can actually find which value is the smallest. Now see here, suppose for example, first question, I am interested in finding which is the smallest out of these 4 values: 2 power 250, 3 power 150, 5 power 100 and 4 power 200, right? 4 power 200. Out of these 4 values, I am interested in finding which is smallest. Now see here, can I say that 250, 150, 100 and 200 are the powers? Every number in the power is a multiple of 50. So 250 can be written as 2 power 5 whole power 50, because 5 into 50 is nothing but 250. 3 power 5 or 3 power 3 whole power 50, because 3 into 50 is 150. 5 square to the power of 50. 2 into 50 is 100. 4 to the power of 4 to the power of 50. 4 into 50 is 200. Now can I say that in all my cases 50 is the power. If the power is the same, ignore that power, compare with base. 2 power 5 is 32. 3 power 3 is 27. So this is ruled out because 27 is smaller. 5 square is 25. This is ruled out because 25 is smaller than 27. 4 power 4 is 64. 16 into 16, 256. This is ruled out because this will be the smallest. We will keep solving so many questions of this sort in the next half an hour of our time, sir. Our only intention is to find which value is greater, which value is smaller, and we will keep taking multiple questions to illustrate the fact which is smaller and which is greater. I believe that the first question, which is a very easy question, is very clear for my student. In fact, this concept or this variety of problem solving itself is very easy. Do not worry about it. It's a very easy concept, finding out which is the smallest, which is the greatest. Kindly comment in the live chat if the first question is clear. Second question. Please see this second question. Again, I am interested in finding which is the smallest. First question was based on indices, where only power was there. Second question is based on surd, where it is not a perfect square or perfect cube. Cube root, square root of 3, cube root of 2, square root of 2, cube root of 4. These are the four values which is given, and I am interested in finding which is the smallest out of these four, right? Which is the smallest out of these four. Very easy logical way of solving again. This is 3 power 1 by 2, 2 power 1 by 3, 2 power 1 by 2, 4 power 1 by 3. Now let us again make our power as the same value, right? Now see here, can I say that power is 1 by 2, 1 by 3. That means the denominators are 2 and 3, right? I want to make the power same. The meaning of making these two numbers same is nothing but the LCM. I told you in multiple classes. Time, speed and distance, I told you LCM. Time and work, I told you LCM. Last two digits, I taught you LCM concept. Not last two digits. I think some other concept. Yes, last two digits only. In type 5, I taught you LCM. LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. That means I want to make 2 and 3 as the same number. That same number is nothing but 6. So same logic I will implement. So 2 should become 6. Multiply by 3, multiply 1 by 3. It is 3 power 3 by 6. 2 power 1 by 3 can be written as 2 by 6. 2 power 3 by 6 again, right? 2 power 3 by 6, right? 2 power 3 by 6, and then it is 4 power 2 by 6, 4 power 2 by 6. Now observe carefully, the powers are still not the same, but I can also say that 1 by 6 is there everywhere. That 1 by 6 is nothing but 6th root. 6th root of 3 power 3, 6th root of 2 power 2, 6th root of 2 power 3, 6th root of 4 square. Ignore that 6th root. Find out the smallest. 27, 4, 8 and 16. Smallest is 4. Answer is this one. In fact, you don't need to write all these things. In fact, you don't need to write this step also. You can actually solve it mentally itself in your mind. So fast you can get the answer, sir. I hope the idea is very clear. Next question. Please see this next question, sir. Next question. These are all very easy concept. We are initially, this is also one of the models, sir. Let us not leave any model, let us not leave any concept. We will try to grab every concept, whether that's a small concept, easy concept or a difficult concept. Biggest number out of these four, cube root of 4, 4th root of 6, 6th root of 15 and 12th root of 245, right? 12th root of 245. Same logic. Let us be little fast. Let us not write again as 1 by 3, 1 by 4, all those things and waste our time here and waste our time in examination hall also. Let us be as quick as possible. Can I say that cube root of 4 is 4 power 1 by 3? Not try, don't write it. Keep it in your mind. So here it is 3, here it is 4, here it is 6. Here it is 12. LCM of 3, 4, 6 and 12 is 12. Make everything as 12, as simple as that. Why do you want to worry about this kind of problem solving? Make everything as 12. That means I have power 3 already. So power 1 by 3 I have. So I want to make it as 1 by 12. That means multiply by 4, right? Multiply by 4. 1 also multiply by 4. That means this becomes 4 power 4, right? This becomes 4 power 4. 4th root of 12th root of 4 power 4. This becomes 4 is there, but I want to make it as 12. Multiply by 3. Here also cube it with 3, right? If I multiply this third with 4, I will rise to the power 4 inside. If I multiply this with 3, I will write to the power 3 inside. I believe that it is very clear, sir. This is 2 into 6. This is 15 square. I believe that it is clear again. This is 12 into 1. This is 245 to the power of 1. Now check which is the biggest out of these 4. 4 power 4 is 256. 6 cube is 216, 5 square is 225, 245 is 245 itself. Biggest is 4 power 4. First answer, first value should be the correct answer. That means there is no need for us to write it as 4 power 1 by 3 and then write it as 4 power 4 by 12 and then write it as 4 power 4 whole power 1 by 12 and then write it as 12th root power 4 power 4. Simple logic, simple analogy, I can say it as, if I multiply the third by 4, I will rise to the power of 4. This is the learning from this question. I believe that the learning is very, very clear. Every question, every concept, we will have some beautiful learning, sir. Learning only will be very, very important in our classes. Nothing else. Shortcut only we will concentrate. Nothing else. We are least bothered about what your friends are doing at the same time, whether they are sleeping on a weekend, taking rest. Let them take rest. There is a time where you will grow very, very successful in life, and you will take rest giving orders to so many other people. That is what I want my students to become eventually. I want my students to become creators, not the followers. I don't want you people to follow some people whole through your life. Yes, you might be following Anil Nair classes YouTube channel as of now. You might be following some other people as of now. There is a time which will come definitely in your life with your sheer hard work that people will start following you. People will definitely start following you for all the good work which you do it, and I want that kind of things to happen in your life. I believe the idea is clear, sir. We will use this method and solve another beautiful question. Which is the biggest? Listen carefully. Let us not make the power as a fraction. Which is the biggest? Square root of 8, where I wrote it as 2 there, which we will usually not write it. 4th root of 13, 5th root of 16, and then last value is 10th root of 41, right? 10th root of 41. First find out 2, 4, 5 and 10. LCM is how much? LCM is 20, sir. You and me knows it very, very easily. LCM is 20 for 2, 4, 5 and 10. I explained in multiple topics. 2 should become 20. Multiply by 10. If I multiply the third by 10, power should be raised as 10. That means first number is 8 power 10. 4 into 5 is 20. It is 13 power 5. Right? It is 13 power 5. I believe that you are able to understand it. Right? It is 13 power 5. Next value is 65 into 4 is 20. It will become 16 power 4. Right? It becomes 16 power 4. 10 into 2 is 20. It becomes 41 power 2. Right? It becomes 41 power 2. Now, let us think a little logically and let us solve it, because all these are slightly higher values. Now, can I say that 8, what is 8 cube? 8 square is 64. 8 cube is nothing but 512. That means I can write it as 512 whole cube. 512 whole cube is 8 cube whole cube, 8 power 9. Another 8 is pending, right? Another 8 is pending. Next value I can write it as 13 power 5. I can write it as 169 whole square. 169 whole square is nothing but 13 square whole square, 13 power 4 into another 13. I will write it as it is. Next, this is 16 power 4. 16 square is 256. I can write it as 256 whole square. 41 power 2, I will write it as it is, because I cannot do anything for this. Now, which among these 4 is greatest is the question. Now, think little logically, sir. 512 is the biggest number out of 512, 169, 256 and 41. 512 is the biggest number, and 512 is also having power as 3. That 3 is also the biggest power out of the given powers. So definitely that should be the correct answer only, right? That should be the biggest value, right? As simple as that. This is where your smartness again will lie, rather than trying to get that particular value and then check it out which is greatest, right? I am saying you that in the base, yes, 8 is there, here 13 is there. That is not too much of difference. It is not 8 here and it is not 13,000 here. It is just 13 in that case, right? That means here I have 512. Here I have only 169. Here I have half of 512, which is smallest again. Here I have only 41. And other thing is 512 power is 3. All the other powers are only 2. So greatest should be that value itself. Definitely that should be the correct answer. Biggest is that one. Don't need to solve the value. You don't need to get the actual value to get the answer. I believe the idea is clear. I am waiting for your comment, sir. Yes, I know that some of the people might comment, but I want maximum number of people to comment. Yes, these are very, very simplest concept, but the complexity lies in actually comparing these values, which I also want it to be simpler for my students. I don't want students to face difficulty in your examination hall and face the music there. Rather face all the difficulties while practicing and make it very simple when you are practicing, when you are sitting in your examination hall. Kindly comment, sir. I am still waiting for so many other students also to comment. I will take it forward to the next questions only when my students comment and say that yes sir, whatever you have thought till now is extremely clear for us. Till that point kindly comment. Chalo sir, we will move on to the next problem. Another question of similar variety. You should arrange this in ascending order. That means starting from smallest to the highest value, you should arrange that in ascending order. This is another kind of question that will be asked. Let us cover every possible variety. Square root of 2, cube, fourth root of 3, right? Square root of 2 value we know it as 1.4, but we don't know fourth root of 3. That is the catch. Eighth root of 6, this also we know, we don't know. But what we know is this is the square root means power 2. Here power is 4. Here power is 8. 2, 4 and 8. LCM is 8. That is what we know, right? LCM is 8. 2 into 4 is 8. 2 power 4 is 16. First value is 16. 4 into 2 is 8. 3 power 2 is 9. Second value is 9. 8 into 1 is 8. 6 power 1 is 6. Arrange in ascending order. Ascending order, if I want to arrange it, first term will be the last term, second term will be the middle term, third term will be the first term. That is the ascending order. 6, 9 and 16 is nothing but smallest to greatest. Very easy. Don't use this method, sir. Yes, I know that you know this method. 2 square root of 2 is 2 power 1 by 2. Fourth root of 3 is nothing but 3 power 1 by 4, and then 8th root of 6 is nothing but 6 power 1 by 8, and then you will take LCM to 8 is the LCM, so you should multiply by 4, multiply by 4, multiply by 2, multiply by 2, multiply by 1, multiply by 1, and then you will finally reduce again as 2 power 4 by 8, which will again you will write it as 2 power 4 whole power 1 by 8. No need of all these things. Simple analysis, directly do it there itself. 2 is there, it should become 8 multiplied by 4. If you multiply the third by 4, you should write to the power of 4 inside. Simple logic. Beautifully you can analyze all these questions. We will keep learning this kind of problems, sir, this kind of shortcuts. Idea clear? Just give me a minute so that I am checking for any other varieties of questions using that greatest or smallest kind of problems. I hope it should be very clear for you till now, sir. Any question of this sort, it should not be a difficulty for my students. They know it very easily how to solve it. Give me last 1 minute, sir, so that I will check it out. I will check it out if there are any more questions of this sort left out. Anyway, not a very big variety of question and probably not a very difficult question to be solved. Now see this question, sir. Very beautiful question again. Listen to this question. Your question is, which is the greatest? Which is the greatest out of these two? 31 power 11 or 17 power 14? Out of 31 power 11 and 17 power 14, which one is the greatest? Now listen carefully. Here powers are 11 and 14. We can make the power as the same and find it out. That is one variety of solving. We will implement a different variety. Listen carefully, sir. Can I say that 31 power 11 is what I have as the first term? This is definitely less than 32 power 11, because I said that when the powers are same, check with the base. 32 is greater than 31. Yes, 31 is less than 32. Why did I do like this? Because 32 is nothing but 2 power 5. 2 power 5 power 11, which is nothing but 2 power 55. Right? I got it as 2 power 55. Can I also say that this 2 power 55 is less than 2 power 56, right? It's less than 2 power 56. Sir, why did you write it as 2 power 56? Because 2 power 56 is 2 power 4 whole power 14. 2 power 4 is 16. 16 power 14. 16 power 14 is definitely less than 17 power 14. That means, can I say that 31 power 11 is definitely ultimately less than 17 power 14, and those are the two values which is given in the question. Greatest is 31 power 11. The catch in this question is 31 is a base here, 17 is the base here. Both the bases are closer to the power of 2, right? Both these bases are closer to power of 2. That is the reason it is working out so beautifully. I believe that the idea is clear. 31 power 11 is less than 32 power 11. 32 power 11 is nothing but 2 power 5 power 11 or 2 power 55. Now, I got till now as 31 power 11 is less than 2 power 55, but I can also say that 2 power 55 is less than 2 power 56. So 2 power 56 can be written as 16 power 14. That means 31 power 11 is less than 16 power 14. The 16 power 14 is also less than 17 power 14. That means 31 power 14 31 power 14 is, sorry, I wrote it incorrect at the last, sir. Last answer is not 31 power 14 11, answer is 17 power 14. That means 17 power 14 is greater than 31 power 11. That is the ideology in solving this question. Again, a beautiful method which can be implemented to solve these kind of questions.